Hello, everyone. Here, welcome to today's episode of Cleft Care with Nife Mailomi. And yes, my name is Nife Mailomi, and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. And today, we are going to be having a guest. Yes, another guest that will be talking to us about the importance of feeding cleft lip and palate children, the benefit that we're going to express from it, and also the method at which we can use to feed them. It is understandable that children that have cleft lip and palate may have challenges in feeding. Meanwhile, this feeding is important. It is very, very important because they need to have a good weight. They need to have a good nutritional balance for the surgery to be done and for it to be successful without breakdown. So, there is a need for us to have an expert that is going to teach the mother and all the guardian of this child or children that has cleft lip and palate on how to feed their children so that they can have the balanced diets that they require for them to grow well, to grow healthy, and also to have a successful surgery done that is not going to break down with infection. So today I'm going to be inviting a nutritionist, and she's an expert, as I said, and she's also a member of the team that is taking care of cleft lip and palate children at Luz. So, but before I call her in, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this link. Please like, subscribe, and share the link. Somebody still needs to know that there is a condition that is called cleft lip and palate, and more so that it is repairable. And it can be done for free. I've said that earlier. Thank you very much for joining me today. For our new subscribers, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. And also for the old subscriber, thank you for staying tuned always. And in a moment, I'll be calling in our guest. Please do not go anywhere. Hello, you are welcome back, and thank you for joining me again. So I said earlier that we're going to be having a guest who is going to be talking to us today on this episode, and now we have our guest with us. So Ma, you are welcome, Ma.
Thank you very much.
Can we meet you?
It's a pleasure to be here. My name is registered dietitian Bolane Tijani.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma. So I want to know the involvement in the care of cleft children.
I am a nutritionist and also a dietitian. My involvement is to make sure that the children are nutritionally adequate to undergo surgery. They must meet an appropriate weight requirements before they can go in for the surgery. So before surgery and then after surgery, we also have to monitor them so that they can mix with the mainstream society in their feeding habits.
Thank you very, very much, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma. That sounds like a very, very, very important part of the care of children that have cleft lip and palate. And for children that have cleft palate, most especially, it is known that the major challenge that they have is feeding because of the space in their mouth. So, what is the importance of food or of feeding to children that have cleft lip and palate?
For the ones with cleft lip alone, it's a bit easier because all we have to do is to hold on to the gap of the place that has the cleft and feed the patient. But if it's for palate, because of the issue of regurgitating, vomiting, or aspiration, we have to reduce the quantity of food they can take at a time. So we make sure we load that small quantity, not for them, a small quantity with adequate nutrients that will boost them up. So because they have to take this food small, the piecemeal at the interval, but you take one, you rest, and then you take another one. And it could be tiring for both the baby and as well as the mother. So we make sure it's not too much in larger quantity, but a small amount, but loaded. Give us our targets weights that will be what for that child.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much. So now you know that it is important for a child to feed that they have a condition is not a reason why they shouldn't feed. So now, because of that condition, it will also be a little challenging for both the mother and the child to feed well. Please, ma, can you please explain to us or show to us some methods that we can take that will help us to fix this today so that they can meet these targets that you are talking about?
What we're able to do is, one, especially for breastfeeding mothers, if we are lucky, we meet them for delivery, we're able to teach the mother how to fold their baby. There are various positions that baby will be held in order for the baby to be able to take in the food and reducing the rate at which they will be regurgitated. There's regurgitation. There's nothing wrong with that, they will regurgitate. But it will be reduced. The amount of food that goes in will be more than what is falling out. We have what we call a cradle hold. That is a normal hold that we use in holding babies. But for a Cleft, we've changed it to a modified cradle hold. For instance, the cradle hold is like this. The baby is like this. He's held like this. But for modified, the baby is still on this hand, but it is held like this. It is still on this hand, but the baby is held like this. The head will be held up with my hand as I'm holding it. And this piece will be used to hold the breast and assist the baby in sucking. So we holding it up like this. And the baby has a palate to help the baby to be able to let the food go in down to the throat. Because the palate is at the top of the roof, at the top roof of the mouth. And if it's cleft as well, it helps the baby to be able to hold these things and also digest it down. We have many other holding positions, but this is for an infant that is not yet sitting well. For those that can sit well, we have another one that we call a dancer hold. The baby will sit on the lap, and we hold the head, and baby will be soft, and we use our hand to hold it. So, and then for a child that is above 6 months that can now take adult meal, we start giving them rules, which is easy for them to swallow. We try and avoid things that have seeds because of the palate. The seed can, like rice for instance, can get stuck there and will not be easy for the baby to swallow it and we cause discomfort. So we encourage gruels or pudding. You match your potato, you can give amala, you can give semo, and then we can give our local pap for the baby. The same method, almost the same method we use in breastfeeding is what we also use in feeding the adults. Because it's the same thing. We want the baby to be sitting, all right, so that the food will not be going into the nose instead of the mouth.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much. So please, what we are trying to do is to give this information out to children and the parents that have children that have cleft lip and palate. Please, for cleft palate, feeding can be challenging. That's why we have an expert that has come to talk to us about it. They should not be denied the benefits to feed well. They can feed well. It can be done. So you can also refer to some of our videos. You can go through them. We'll talk about feeding of children that has cleft palate. You're going to see the link to check now on the screen. You can also go back to that one to look at it as well. So with this one and also with that, please, you need to take care of those children. Feeding can be challenging, but they need to feed well so that the surgery can be done. Thank you very much for coming today, but please, ma, on the final note, what is your advice, or in conclusion, what do you have to say to people that are watching us now?
My advice, one, is that it takes two to tango. The whole family need to come together and rely on each other. We should assist ourselves. The mother shouldn't be let to take care of the child. And then the mother should not give up. Your baby is the most beautiful child at that time. Don't give up. Immediately you have to give birth to this child, call on the nurses. How do I breastfeed? You can breastfeed this child. And you will know that breastfeeding gives the most complete meal on earth. Even we've seen adults from other countries like Kenya struggling to take breast milk with the infant. So we should try as much as possible to give our baby breast milk. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming. So before you end on this video, just before this video ends, we are going to put a clip of a mother that is breastfeeding a child. So please, just after we say our bye-bye, is not ending yet. Just stay a little to make sure you watch till the end. See the video of this mother feeding our cleft child so that you can understand what we are talking about. Thank you very much for coming on this episode.
It's a pleasure.
It is amazing that we have you. Thank you very much. And I think a good job. So we're going to see you some other time. Thank you all for watching, and please do not forget to share this link. Somebody still needs to know that Cleft Lip and Palate is not a taboo. It is repairable and they can be like any other person. Please share, like, and subscribe. I'll see you some other time. Thank you very much.